Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be crafting with you all. You guys are like players, man. Oh my goodness, I am seeing so many people who showed up. You're so ready to go. Oh my goodness, the comments. I am so excited to be chatting with you all today. My husband is just bringing me up some cough drops because I was sick last week, and thankfully I am recovered, but I still have that lingering cough, like when you go through this whole sinus thing and this change of the seasons, and then you're like, all right, that's going to linger for a while. So I have my tea and I have cough drops so that I don't have to cough the whole time. Okay, how are we all doing today? I'm going to welcome some of you guys and give everybody a moment to get settled. I see somebody from Costa Rica. I think I saw Costa Rica. Just went by in the chat there somewhere. We've got Arkansas. We've got Cheryl. We've got April, Donna, Barbara. Welcome, everybody. I see a Susan Kane from Orlando, Florida. I wonder who that could be. Hi, Mom. Say hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. All right, we got Vicky from Louisiana. We got Kathy. Oh my gosh, we got Carolyn from California. You guys are on time and ready to craft. You are my kind of people. We've got lots of folks from Florida. We're in Florida too. Welcome. Oh my goodness, you guys, we're gonna have so much fun today with our project and getting so inspired for the Christmas season. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip so I don't keep coughing on you guys. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm sorry, this chat is moving fast, guys. I see a comment and I'm going to respond to it, and then I can't catch the name. Or Shelly. Yes, I am well enough to join. I was really worried when I got sick last week. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to cancel the live. I want to craft with everybody. All right, I'm going to give everybody just a couple minutes to get settled on here. And I am so excited to talk about our top 10 personalized trending gifts today. I'm super excited to make our ornament project step by step together. Every year I sit down and I get so excited when that August, September timeframe hits, because I start thinking about what am I making for November and December, gifts and decorations, all the things. So I'll sit down and I'll get my favorite blanket. I'll get a beverage, tea, cocoa, whatever. And my favorite notebook. I'll put a Hallmark movie on in the background. Usually one of those ones with the royals, right? Do they call them the sugar plum movies or whatever? Anybody else with the Hallmark movies? I love all Hallmark movies, but I really like the ones where it's this foreign prince just meanders into somebody's life masquerading as a commoner, and they spill coffee on each other or something like that. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, it's you. And oh, it's you. And we're working together, right? Anybody else love those ones? I love them so much. I watch them all of the time. Also, I'm just curious, asking for a friend, why has a foreign prince masquerading as a commoner never just happened across my world? I mean, I'm a happily married woman, but I would love to be a supporting character in that story. I really feel like I need to go to a ball. I really feel like I need to have a friend who this happens to, so we can go to a ball together. A ball would just be good for my health, my mental health. I feel like that would be really good. Anybody else want to go to a Hallmark ball? Me, I do. But the point I was trying to make was that I think a lot of us as crafters, we have almost these idyllic, Hallmark, outcomes in our mind for our projects and our gifts, right? That we want to make each year for the people we love. And I think that's 100% possible, right? I think that's 100% possible with the right templates, tutorials, with inspiration, all the things we need to set ourselves up for success, which is why when I sat down to do these projects this year and decide what to do for our community, this was the workshop I came up with. It was a workshop that we could do together. It was a workshop that was very beginner friendly and would give you guys a quick win. And then also, of course, all our other ideas we're going to talk about today. Okay, so I love me a good roadmap, and I will pause for questions as we go. I just want to give everybody a minute to kind of get settled in here. So I love a good roadmap, and I just want to recap in case you didn't get a chance to read through the whole email leading into this. So today's roadmap is, my friends, let me find my words. All right, we're going to be making our personalized glitter ornaments step by step together. There is designs below for you to download if you haven't already gotten access to them. You're also going to get my ornament gift box template as a bonus because you showed up live for me. That is linked below in this video description as well. And then to fill your cup with even more cheer and inspiration, I'm going to share a bonus list of 9 additional trending DIY gifts and ideas that you can make with your cutting machine when you have no time. So that'll give you a total of 10, counting today's that we're going to make together, of inspiring ideas that you can make in an hour or less with your cutting machine. And then I'm going to personally invite you into my community, if you're not already inside our community, to be able to make these other 9 projects we'll talk about today after we make our ornament and get unlimited access to all of my curated craft collections. And then we're going to be doing our giveaway at the end for our holiday supply bundle. Y'all, this giveaway is, what is it? Like the holiday phrase, like it's lit. This giveaway is lit. It has got so much good stuff in it. I can't wait to show you. I also want to note that any links we're calling out, supplies, template links, the ornament gift box bonus that you're getting for joining me live, it is linked below in the video description for you. So if you hear me reference things, we'll drop links in the chat as we're here live, but it'll all be present underneath in the video description for you. Okay, sound good? Yay. All right, I'm gonna give myself a sip here. Hello, everybody. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Ashley. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad you think I'm fun to watch. I mean, I feel like I can be a pretty good time. I really do, if I don't get in my head about it too much. Like, you know, it's a little lonely on the live sometimes. I've often thought about doing in-person events here in Central Florida and getting people together to craft, you know, in real time. Because sometimes it's like these lives are great because we can connect across the country and internationally. But I would love to also do some things local as well. So everyone's still getting settled here. Oh my gosh. All right, let me sip here. Okay. So you should have already gotten an email with a list of like supplies beforehand, but I'm going to take just a second to cover those here. We're going to go into Design Space to show you some tips and setups there for cutting machine use. Obviously, this is a cutting machine project, and then we'll start putting together our ornaments, okay? So supplies. We're going to be using fine glitter in choice colors. I saw a question earlier about somebody asking about chunky glitter. So I have tested chunky glitter before, and it can absolutely work. Here's what you're going to find with the chunky glitter. You're going to find that there might be some gaps where you like see through it a little bit. It's very like, it's still very pretty looking. Just know that it's going to have potential for those gaps as opposed to the fine glitter, which is going to coat and make the ornament more like opaque as opposed to potentially have some see-through. You'll want clear plastic fillable ornaments. I am using a 4.5 inch, I believe is the size I have, ornament. I recommend using one that's at least around 3.15 inches. You can find these on Amazon and local craft stores this time of year. They are everywhere. The reason I recommend that being the minimum size is because it's going to get difficult to put your design on if it's too small, right? So then we have to cut the design smaller. And then sometimes the machine's like, well, that's too small. I can't cut that. So don't go too small on your ornaments. Larger is sometimes better in this case. I'm going to be using polyacrylic, okay, for the coating on the inside. We'll need a small plastic syringe to get the polyacrylic inside of our ornament. And then I'm going to be using a mini plastic funnel, but if you don't have a mini plastic funnel, you can just get like a piece of copy paper and roll it up into a cone and do like a makeshift funnel to get your glitter in. And then you're going to want some like spare plastic cups or even like an egg carton for drying and shaking out your glitter. And then you'll need permanent vinyl for your design. You'll need a weeding tool to weed that vinyl. You'll need a cutting machine, of course, and then I'm using a standard grip mat here. And I just realized that I did not mention this, but you may also want to have some paper towels on hand. I didn't put that on the screenshot, but you're going to want to have some paper towels on hand because when we go to actually shake our ornament to get it fully coated, you need something to cover that opening so that the glitter doesn't glitterify your life. We want to keep the glitter in the ornament. As fun as it would be, like unless you're outside. If you're outside, I say go for it. The world needs more glitter in it. But most of us want to keep our homes somewhat deglitterified. So, and for those ornament gift box bonus templates that you're going to find below, the only thing, I'll go over some setup tips for that in Design Space, but the only thing that you're going to need for that supply wise is medium weight cardstock. Okay. And again, this is below for you. You'll need a scoring stylus or scoring wheel with your machine. And then you'll want some sort of liquid craft glue and a ribbon if you want that as well. So that's just like very simple, straightforward. And again, details below for you. Okay. My husband, shout out to my husband, Michael. He is moderating in the comments, and I will be conscious of trying to pause to ask questions. Okay, last year I got 50-piece containers of bulbs from Michael's at 80% off. Yes, stocking up. I love that. I did the same thing. I would get these at Michael's. They have like the ornament ones, and they're everywhere. And then yeah, at like literally like December 21st rolls around, they're like, we're clearancing everything. Stock up. It's a great time to stock up the year before, and then you know you have these supplies for upcoming years. No open glitter in my craft room. Watch, learn, and take plants to the utility room. I like it. Easier cleanup. You're right. That is 100% true.
There have been a couple of questions. What can you use instead of polyacrylic?
Okay, so polyacrylic is what I do prefer. I have used like is it polyurethane? Is that what I used years ago? So there's a polyurethane you can use. It's going to yellow a little bit more over time. When I say time, I mean like over a couple of years. I have not tested this, but I have seen several fellow creators who have tested this. So prefacing with the fact that I have not personally tested, mopping glue, like the stuff you clean your floors with, mopping glue, supposedly actually works pretty well to make glitter ornaments. So if you happen to have some mopping glue or something that is literally made up of similar components of mopping glue, you could give it a try. Cannot make any promises because I haven't personally tested it. I just prefer the polyacrylic because it gives the best results, and it's pretty affordable. Like one of these little ones, I think I've had this for 3 years, and I've made so many ornaments with it because it doesn't take that much to make it. So you can buy it in the mini. Okay, I think I see one here. Is there something you can use besides a syringe? I'm trying to think. You could, it would be a little messier, but just like we're going to put our glitter in with like a makeshift, like if you wanted to make like, use copy paper to roll it up, you could probably pour that way too. Like you may only get one use out of it because it's paper. It's going to get like damp, but you could try that. That could be a practical solution. There's probably other ones I'm not thinking of. So if somebody has other ones. Use a turkey baster. I love that. So on theme for this week, you guys. That's perfect. Yeah. So get creative with things like that. You can maybe even.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
What?
Pour in a plastic condiment bottle and then like squeeze it.
Ooh, a condiment bottle. Yep, that's good. I like that. You know what? I have some of those. I think I bought those for that exact reason, and I put them away, and then they ended up in a garage sale. It's funny what we do, right? I like the condiment bottle idea. So if you have a spare condiment bottle on hand, it's like, oh, I just ran out of mustard. Rinse it out. And rinse it out, clean it out, and then fill it. That's a perfect idea. I love that. This is why we craft together. More brilliance as a group. More brilliance as a group. All right, my friends. Okay. Ooh, a pipette. That's a good idea too. I like that idea. So many ideas. See? Yeah. So many good ideas. You guys are killing it. Thank you. Thank you. 1 + 1 isn't 2. 1 + 10 of us is like 3,000. Like we have so many more ideas when we're able to like just be in a synergy together like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into Design Space to show you some setup tips, and then we'll actually sit together our ornament. Who's excited? Also, I'm kind of holding out hope that a friend of mine's going to call by the end of this and tell me that she found a prince. Like, we'll see what happens. I said a friend, honey, not a prince. I'm not replacing you. I'm holding out for a single friend of mine to find that Hallmarky prince so I could go to a ball. I'm committed. Maybe we should just have a crafting ball. Would that be fun? Can we just have a crafting ball together?
Somebody that said they would drive 5 hours from the Panhandle down here.
Oh, you would drive 5 hours from the Panhandle? I really kind of want to do an in-person event at some point. It's kind of on my dream board list for the business. So, okay, let's get to it. All right, so I am going to share my screen. Actually, babe, I did not educate you on this beforehand, but do you see below where all of the screens are? Where it says share screen, the one that looks like it's sharing the current screen that I have.
Yeah.
Can you just hit add to stage? It's okay. I'll do it. It's okay. I'll do it. I was trying to make it a smoother. Whoops. I'm opening up all sorts of things that should not be getting opened up right now. Okay, let me hit this and go back to the beginning here. I am going to open up a brand new project. We're replacing and not saving. I'm going to open up a brand new project. I'm using Cricut Design Space. Of course, if you have a different cutting machine, by all means, you can still follow along. See my screen okay? Looks like you can from over there. Yay. Okay. So let's get started by uploading our design. So I'm on the canvas here. We're going to locate the upload button. It's in the design panel to our left-hand side. And I'm going to click upload image. And then I'm going to drag over my SVG. Please be aware that the SVG we're seeing here, I have this nice pretty preview because I have Inkscape installed on my computer. Yours might look like a Chrome icon, a Firefox icon. It might say HTML. That is all normal. It is the same file. It is just a different preview. So drag that file over and we'll click continue and we'll upload that. And I'm also going to pull in the ornament gift box design, which is linked below for you as well. I've already uploaded it here. So I'm just going to add it to Canvas and then go back to my Canvas here, hit cancel. Okay. All righty. So we'll get to the gift box in a minute. I'm just going to show you some basic setup you need to know for that. And then it's a very simple, like glue, fold and glue, and you're good. That's how quick and simple it is. So let's start with our SVG designs here. Okay. So you can use these SVG designs that I'm giving you. They're free below for you to enjoy, but you can also create whatever text you want. So don't be afraid to grab this text tool that's present over here in the design panel and type out somebody's name. Okay. Design Space has free fonts you can filter by. So if you want to type somebody's name, go ahead and pull this in, click on text, and then you could type somebody's name out. And with that text selected, you could search any font that you want in here. And if you just want the free options, you can always tick the free options and pick one of these, right? Does anybody else like spend forever looking for the right font? Is it just me? I'm like, ooh, that one's pretty, but let's see what else there is. Ooh, I like that one, but there could be a better one. Just me? Okay. We're a little crazy over here. We're all a little crazy. But yeah, so anyway, you can pick any text that you want if you wanted to do somebody's name. I'm going to demonstrate with, obviously I can't provide that template for you because it's specific to the person's name, but I just wanted to note that that is an option for you here in Design Space. Now, here is the designs that I am providing for you. There's actually some bonus ones in the files too, you'll see. There's a folder and there's some extra ones, but these are the ones we're focusing on in this tutorial. And when you bring this design in, it's going to be grouped, okay? So I'm going to right click and hit ungroup. And it's going to break all of this out here. Now you're going to notice if you click in here that there's actually the ability to separate some of this out, right? So like the words and the sparkles and some of that can be separated out. In general, I recommend just doing one color, one cut of vinyl for this and not trying to do layers on something that's a curved surface. It can get a little intense. If you feel like you're a bit more pro, then go for it. The reason I did leave these so that you could have them like separated out is if you wanted to use these designs and maybe mix and match colors somewhere else, like on a sign or on a t-shirt, then you could use these files in other ways. And so I wanted to kind of give you that freedom to where if it's like, oh, I want to make it red and green on a sign or something, right? Then you could do that here. Now, that being said, if you go to your cut screen as is now, so if we were to click like make, it's saying it's too large. I don't know why it's saying, oh, it's saying too large because of this. Let me hide this real quick. If we were to click make, yes, I'll be responsible and save my project. Thank you for telling me, Design Space. Also kind of like, no, just let me do what I want to do. This is what's going to happen, right? It's going to go, ooh, I'm going to jumble it because I think I'm being helpful. I think I'm saving you space. I think I'm saving you material. And we're going to jumble it all over the place, right? And it's going to look like a hot mess and we're going to be confused. So if that happens to you, what you're going to do is you're going to click and drag over each one of these. So click and drag just over those. And I want you to use the attach tool that's at the bottom of the layers panel. It looks like a little paper clip. And you're going to attach the layers together. Okay. The only reason they're not coming in already attached is because I wanted to, again, just give you that optionality. If you wanted to change the colors to layer things differently, you could do that. But generally speaking, in this case, we are not going to be doing that. So I just wanted to explain that there. So by using the attach tool, these are all now not going to get jumbled when we go to the cut screen in a moment. The next thing to think about is your scaling, okay? So this is going to be dependent upon what size ornament you got. I got like a 4.5 inch size ornament, so I always recommend going a little larger if you can, minimum 3 inch size, but you want to think about the surface space you're gonna have to cover. If you go too big, it's going to be very hard to work with that curved surface. So we wanna be more on the conservative side. I'm going to take just one example here. Let's take, I'll just take my Merry Christmas example actually, because I have a bunch of these already cut out, you guys. So I'm just going to take one example. I'm going to group and hide these over here. Okay. And just work with one. Okay. So this is about a little under 3 inches at its widest point. I'm using a 4.5 inch size ornament. So to give you perspective on that, I would recommend doing this at its widest point or tallest point, whichever it happens to be, depending on the orientation of the design. I would recommend 2.5 inches or slightly smaller. So I'd scale this down just a little bit here to where we're more at like that 2.5 mark and 2.3 here, okay? And so I'm not gonna be able to give you exact ratios for every type of ornament, but I want you to use that as a benchmark in your mind. I have a 4.5 inch ornament and I'm doing 2.5 inches. So like 2 inches smaller. So you can see why if you were to do a very small ornament, knowing that you're going to have to scale something to like under 1 inch, it's going to get really difficult to work with. So having those like a 3.15 inch, I've done it at like 1.75 to 2. I've gone as high as that, which is a little bit different than what I just said. So if you're doing with more 3 inch, I recommend like a 1.75 to maybe max 2 on the size. I'm doing about 2.5 here because I have a 4, it's like a 4 or 4.5 inch. It's 4 to 4.5 inch ornament, okay? If you're not confident, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take one design. I want you to take your best estimate based on the information I just gave you. And then I want you to cut just one design first and give it a try, okay? I try to teach in a way to where we can avoid as much trial and error as possible, but the reality is sometimes a little trial and error is required. That being said, we can minimize our trial and error. We can minimize how much material we waste if we do a small test round first before we go into batching something out, which I know a lot of us will do with these ornaments. So be mindful of that. And that is my recommendation for best results. I'm going to pause for a sip. What questions have you seen that you haven't already? I know you've been answering things over there, so thank you. Anything I need to address?
How long will there be access to the free files in the box?
The box is a limited freebie. It's going to be available through Thanksgiving, so you have some time. These ornament designs will be free indefinitely for the time being. That's our plan. And then this replay will be up. So it will be up for everybody to enjoy for the holiday season. So you don't have to feel rushed to like watch this or anything like that. Okay. Anything else I need to do before I go on? You okay? I know you're answering a lot of people over there in the chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to the hubby who's helping answer questions in the chat.
One person's asking how to get Inkscape to open and show the design.
Oh, hey, that's a good question. If you want to, that's a whole kind of rabbit hole process. But if you want to send that question to our help desk, hello@abbikirstencollections.com, we can help you. Basically, you want to install it on your computer, install Inkscape on your computer, and then you're going to set the file location to be open to, like the default to open with Inkscape, and then it's going to show the little preview. That's a very high level answer, but yes, we can help you more specifically with that if you would like help with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. So I'm going to send this to the cut screen. I'm going to hit continue. I've already connected to my machine. One improvement in Design Space they've made recently that I love is that it'll connect to your machine once now via Bluetooth, and you don't have to reconnect each time. So that's been a lovely benefit. So I've already connected to my machine via Bluetooth. I am going to use, you're going to see me use a white permanent vinyl when I apply my design to my ornament, but I'm actually going to cut with a gold because I think you're going to be able to see easier weeding. When I'm weeding this on camera, it's going to be a lot easier for you to see instead of white on white. So I'm going to use a metallic vinyl, but you can click browse all materials and come down to the vinyl section or search at the top. Currently Design Space is having a bit of a bug with the search feature. And I would recommend working with a permanent vinyl. We have metallic here. We've got permanent. There's like a basic permanent, like a permanent textured if you have the textured kind. So there's all these, the permanent glossy is what I'm using for the white. So that's the setting there. But I'm actually going to cut the metallic because you'll be able to see it better on camera when I'm weeding. Okay, so we are going to stop sharing screen for a moment. You're going to see me in two places at once. Okay. I will make more space for you guys to see better over here in a minute. Let me turn my light on too. If I can. Trying to get it. There it goes. That's a little better. Okay. All right. Let me get my vinyl queued up here. Okay. Actually, let's just maximize what we're doing here. That will make sense. And let me get my teacup and my cough drops out of the way. And hit me with any questions you have as I'm doing this too, so that I can be multitasking. So I have a permanent white here you'll see me use on one of mine. And then I also have this gold I'm going to show you just for the weeding process because it's going to be hard to see me weed the white on camera. I wonder if I need to turn my other lights on. It's surprising how dark it looks considering there's already 4 lights on in this room. It's very unexpected. Let's see if that helps a little. Hang on, I'm still here, y'all. Okay, I just turned on some more lights. I am going to cut down a piece of scrap that I already have here.
This design will work with all of the Cricut designs, or all the Cricut models, right?
Yes, you can cut vinyl and use this design with any of the Cricut models. That is correct. Okay, so I'm using a piece of scrap here. I'm going to use my brayer tool. My mat's a little well worn, so this is helpful. Okay, and then I'm going to load this onto my cutting machine. And I'm going to put me back on the screen for a minute here. Let's see. There we go. My cutting machine is behind me here, so I'm going to go ahead and load this. The double arrow flashing button is ready to receive the mat, and I got my fine point blade in my machine. Okay. Look at the cute little ornaments. Are they so cute? I just think they're so cute. I made these for years, but they are such a hit. Like, I love them. They're so much fun. And you can do these in so many different colors. So, like, I did black and gold. If you want to do like a gold and black for more classy and elegant, this is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. So I'm going to press the play button. It's going to go ahead and cut that out. While that's cutting, I already have these here ready to weed. So I'm going to put me back up on the screen here. Okay. So I'm cutting one now, but then once it's done cutting, we would go ahead and weed, right? Cut away my excess. And I just realized I never showed you guys the ornament box setup in Design Space. So once we get this weeded, I'll go back and show you that step too. I kind of fell out of process there for a minute. Okay, so you're going to need a weeding tool. And I will give you a little hint. It can be helpful to actually weed on a mat to keep this from like sliding around on you. Let me get another mat real quick. The grip of the mat is super helpful. So sometimes I'll put it back onto the mat like this, and it makes it so much easier to weed. So I just heard my other cut is done. So I'm kind of jumping ahead in the process here so you guys didn't have to wait for that cut, but we would unload our mat and then we would start weeding. And this is not weeding that I want to. So let's start this corner over here. Instead, sometimes we have to just go with it, right? There it goes. Any questions? I'm going to slowly start pulling this back. Y'all, the vinyl makes all the difference in the world. I love the Caesar. I love the tech wrap. I occasionally can use the Cricut vinyl. I do find that the Cricut vinyl doesn't work as well as some of these other brands, even though I do have some of it in my craft room. This one is coming out nice. Okay, and just go slow. Okay, so we got that weeded. And then I'm gonna take my weeding tool here and we'll weed out like the little letters and everything, right? Oop, that one just like jumped right at me.
Somebody was asking, can you dye the polyacrylic instead of using the glitter?
That's an interesting idea. You know, I've never tried that. I think that everybody should explore their creative ideas. So I would say, give it a try, report back, let us know. I'm curious. One thing that I have done, if you're like, glitter's not for me, I like more of like a simple matte look. There is, I think it's called mica powder. Is that what I got before? When I did that blue ornament a long time ago. Yeah. So I tested a colored mica powder. I believe that's what it's called. Don't crucify me if I'm incorrect. And it's not glitter, but it's an actual powder. And you can literally follow this exact same process I'll show you with the glitter using the powder instead. And as a result, you don't have to like, it's like this nice sort of pearlescent look. And it's a powder, so it's not that sparkly effect. So give that a try if you're interested. Check Amazon for it. Check.
What if you just shook acrylic paint and let it dry?
You could do acrylic paint. Yes, yes, absolutely. There's so many things you could put in these fillable ornaments. So acrylic paint for sure. That is so much fun. And you know what's really fun with the acrylic paint is if you put like 2 or 3 colors in it. Don't shake it too much because then it'll just turn to an ugly brown. But like put 2 or 3 colors into it, slowly roll it, and then let it drip, and you'll have like a marbled look. So that is an option too. So many fun ways you could do this. We'll have to do one of those in the future. Maybe next Christmas we'll do an acrylic paint one instead. Okay, so I have weeded my design. I wanted to do gold here so you guys could see it on camera better. It's so pretty, right? Okay, so pretty. Okay, now the next step would be to go and start making our ornament. I'm going to do that now. Then while it's drying, it needs more than 5 minutes to dry, but drying, I will show you the ornament gift box then. That's the most natural sort of in-step process. So I'm going to set this aside. That's ready to go. I'm going to bring this over here. I think I need to raise my camera up. It is like feeling like, or maybe, there we go. That's a little better. Okay. Tea time. Okay. So I'm going to need fine glitter or acrylic paint or mica powder, anything you want to put in there. I recommend a fine glitter if you can. I like this Handmade craft glitter brand that is on Amazon. There's other ones called like Ultra Glitter. That's a good one too. Pretty much anything that's a fine glitter is going to work just fine. So don't worry about it. Alcohol inks, Amy. Yes, I think that's an amazing idea too. I have wanted to try that. I've seen others do it, and I think it's so much fun. Okay.
Lou said hi.
Hi, Lou. Can everybody please give a shout out to Lou? He is one of our customer service support people, and he is in there every single day serving you guys, helping you when you get stuck. If you need help with a purchase or something, he's helping you. My husband's in there. Can we give a lot of love to Lou? Say lots of love to Lou and say thank you so much for your help. I could not live without you, Lou. We love you. We love you, Lou. All right. Okay, so fillable ornament here. I'm using the larger size one, right? And I'm going to pluck off the little top. And I'm going to set it aside. And here's where your cups or your egg carton comes in, something that keeps them from rolling, right? So I'm going to take a plastic cup like this. I'm going to set my ornament in it. And then I'm going to open up my polyacrylic. Need something to open it up with. Let's see. Edge of my scissors will probably work. Maybe use a screwdriver or something like that to open the lid. Okay. I've got that open. And I've got a syringe. This is a big syringe. You don't need a syringe this big, but this one's really big. This one's really big. And I recommend about 10, I don't know what the measurement of this is. Somebody who's smarter than me tell me. ml, what is that? Milliliters, thank you. 10 milliliters for, and again, my ornament's about 4.5 inches here, so yours might need less, but you can always pour out the excess, right? So that's, you can always like reuse more. So I'm gonna fill this up. Okay. Set that aside. Bring our ornament over here. And right into the ornament. Usually 10 is enough, but every time it looks like it's not enough, and sometimes I end up adding more. So again, it can drip out. So you're just gonna start coating the inside by shaking this, rolling it. You know what? I feel like I need more than 10. So I said 10. I think it's closer to 15 if you're using this. I think it's 10 if you're using the smaller ornament. It's closer to 15 if you're using the larger ornament. So a little correction there. There we go. Okay. So just start rolling this around. Work your way slowly towards the top. And then as you get about as close as you can to like a sharp 45-degree angle, and you're about to flip it, then pull that cup back over and keep turning it. Or you can do this the whole time over a cup, which would probably make the most sense. And we're going to let this just drip for about a minute or so, okay? You want to get that excess out so there's not a lot of clumping. So 1 to 2 minutes of dripping is going to be best. You could probably batch a bunch of these and let them drip up to 7 to 8 minutes, maybe even 10. It's not going to dry instantly. You have a little wiggle room. So if it's like you want to batch, like, squirt a bunch of this in, your polyacrylic, inject it in, swirl it, do like a batch of like 5 to 10, then do the glitter, and then keep going from there. But it does need a few minutes to drip. Okay.
So, a couple questions while we're waiting.
Yes.
Someone's asking, do you need to clean the inside of the ornament out first?
You can, but I've never done that. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if they heard it. Someone asked, do you need to clean out the inside of the ornament first? I've never done that. I've always found that the ornaments are pretty clean on their own. I mean, if like for whatever reason you're using an ornament that has had the lid off of it and you can see stuff in there, then I would say yes, absolutely. That would probably be best practice. I've never done that before. So what was the next question?
Can you reuse the syringe?
Yes, you can reuse the syringe. Just be careful that you don't set it aside long enough to where the glue sets up or the syringe won't slide. So go rinse it out with some water, which is what I'd be doing now, but I'm here with you guys, so it's okay. You can buy big packs of syringes on Amazon and get like a big multi-pack of them, and it will last you forever. I bought a pack on there like 3 years ago. I've made like 50 ornaments since then, and I still have so many syringes. Okay, so this is dripped for a little bit. I can still see a little dripping out. Do we want green or do we want red? Pick one. Tell me in the comments. Which one do you want me to use? Green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. I'm leaning towards green because green is totally my color, but red is so Christmassy. So I will happily do either. Anybody else excited for Wicked coming out this week? My brain, this is my ADHD brain. My brain goes green, and then somehow we jump to the conversation of Wicked. You guys could follow that connection, right? I mean, you could follow the connection. Red, red, red. We see green, green, green. I see red, green, green, red. You guys are so helpful. This is gonna be like an even split.
Mix the two together.
Mix the two together. I like it. I think I'm seeing a little more red than green. So oh, did you saw? Okay, Donna said she just saw Wicked. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. We're gonna see it with the kids over Thanksgiving break this week. Red, red, red. Okay. Grinch ornaments are popular. Okay, so white, I've done white. White is really cool. I will say that over time, even with the polyacrylic, the white can actually yellow a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. You know what? I want to do both with y'all, but I'm going to do green in honor of Wicked this week. I'm going to do green. I got to do it. And it's such an even split. You guys are like, all right, so I'm going to open up our glitter. Everybody hold your breath. No glitter spills. Once this is dripped, I'm going to flip this back up. I'm going to grab my little plastic funnel. If you don't have a plastic funnel, then I just want you to roll up a piece of copy paper, okay, into like a little cone, and you're going to stick it in and make a makeshift funnel, okay? It's that simple. So we're going to put that in, and then I'm going to pour my glitter. You can dump out your excess glitter. So I always recommend pouring a little more than you probably think you need, because it's just better to have more to work with in there than to not have enough. I am always like, I'm a person of abundance, so I'm always like, more, just in case. All right, and we'll do this one here, and then we'll just tap the funnel out. Okay. And then we're gonna do the same thing we did, except I'm gonna do this over a fresh cup. So we can save this polyacrylic if we want it. You see how much dripped out there. And this is the satisfying part. We're just gonna start rolling it around. Look how pretty. So many Wicked fans, yes. Yes, gold would look so good too. I have a gold here. I can show you what a red one looks like also. I have one already made. So I'm just gonna start spinning this around. Oh, you've seen it on stage in New York. Was it Terry said she's seen it on the stage in New York. I am jealous.
That would be fun.
I am jealous. I have yet to go to the theater and see. I've been to theater. I have not seen anything on like Broadway or anything in New York, anything of that nature. Okay. This is the part where you're going to want your paper towel. I didn't have that nearby. Okay. So I'm going to take a paper towel here and I'm just folding it over a couple times, because I want to be able to do this as I start to shake towards the top, okay? So get a good firm grip on it. If you're doing this with kiddos, maybe you do this part. And I kind of make little quarter turns in my hand and shake to fill this whole top area. I'm traveling. Someone said I'm traveling to the U.S. across U.S. in 2026. Check to see if it's coming to your area, Abby. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I will check. If you haven't seen Wicked, go see Wicked, please. If you like songs and musical, you'll probably fall in love with it. I will say, I'm going to have an unpopular opinion for just a minute here. Why did I just want to start breaking out and singing the song Popular when I said unpopular opinion? Unpopular opinion. I tried to read the books, and while I absolutely appreciate and love the author and what he did in the books and the storyline and the richness of the characters, I was waiting for so many of the things that happened in the movie and the Broadway show to happen in the books, and they drastically altered the story from what the original books were written. Like, there's a lot of the similar characters, but the storyline and even the way it ends is so much more, in my opinion, sad than like the way it is now. So that's my unpopular opinion. Yeah. Yeah. So like if you're totally, I will say this, if you are totally in love with the movie, you may not want to read the books. Because it might mess with you a little bit. So that's my 2 cents on it. Okay, I'm gonna dump out my excess glitter here, and there's a little bit, but there's not too much. Okay, and then this is the part where, oh, look, I got glitter on me. But it's green glitter. It's okay. We'll just go see Wicked later, and I'll be like totally in character for it. Oh, you got all dressed up. No, I didn't. I was just crafting. It just happened to work out that way. Okay, so this is the part where you could let this dry. for a little bit of time, okay? Just because putting this piece back in could potentially kind of like scrape the top of it if it's not more dry. That being said, I already have some dry for us. I have some right here. Hang on. Here we go. So here's one that's completely dried. Here is a red one for everybody who wanted to see the red in the moment. I've got a lot of other ones around here too. Oh, here I've got sort of blue. This one's pretty, especially if you like the playful colors at Christmas. You can do this really pretty blue-green. I love that. Okay, so now let's get our vinyl on. And I'm going to, you still want your cup nearby because your cup's going to help you hold, or your egg carton can work. It's going to help you hold this placement. Once it's dry, and so this is why I recommend batching these. These are super fast to batch if you just work in sections with them. So batch like the polyacrylic and glitter stuff all at once. Let it sit for, I'd say a minimum of an hour. Okay, so I'm not counting the hour step in, make it under an hour. I'm not counting that part because you can be working on your vinyl in the in-between, and then you can be working on another project in the in-between. And so the totality of the actual work being done, not counting the drying stage, is definitely not that full amount of time. So let's get, I'm going to go with, we did the gold. Maybe I'll do the gold. I have a whole white theme over here. So like, I think the gold would be really pretty, but I also kind of want to keep the white theme going. We're going to go with gold to be different. It'll be fun. It feels elegant. So I'm going to grab some transfer tape. To transfer this over here. And I'm just going to do one of these, of course. So I'm going to do the Merry Christmas one. If there is questions, you can throw them my way while I'm doing this. Also, in good practice, before you bring your vinyl over here, if you did get any glitter on your surface, like I did, I'm going to move this away because otherwise the glitter is going to get on the vinyl and the vinyl is not going to stick well. So we're going to just move this out of the way. I'm going to move this out of the way as well. All right, that's better. Clean surface. No glitter to stick to the vinyl. Oh, I get the polyacrylic out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to get some transfer tape here. I am using Cricut's transfer tape, but there are a lot of other great transfer tapes that I actually love too on Amazon. This is just the one that I happen to have on hand, and it does get the job done. So that's all that matters. I'm going to cut down a little chunk here real quick. All right, questions. Alcohol for outer surface of ornament. Great question. Yes, rubbing alcohol pad for the outer surface to clean it and get like the oils off would be smart. Confession, I have not typically done that. So I do have little alcohol swabs somewhere here in the house. So if you have that, if you have rubbing alcohol, if you have the little alcohol prep pads are great to keep in your craft room for this kind of stuff. I would recommend that. I will tell you that the ornaments I already showed you a few minutes ago, I did not do that on the surface at all. So it can work without it, but in good posture, yes, I would recommend something like that. Okay, I'm going to peel my transfer tape off here. Okay. And then I'm going to place it right down over the top. I'm going to use a brayer tool here, scraper edge tool here for burnishing. We're going to burnish the top here. What are you all doing for Thanksgiving? Tell me your Thanksgiving plans. We are not hosting Thanksgiving, and I'm very happy we are not. We get to go and be hosted by. So I'm very excited for that. We will go see the Wicked movie over break. I don't know. I'm sure we need to do something else, something fun with the kids. So I'm burnishing the front here and the back. Eating, cooking, eating. I love that. I love that. It's such like a declarative, like I'm eating. I hope you're eating all the time. I do hope you're eating all the time. But yes, eating. Eating sounds great. I'm burnishing the back of the design as well. That's very helpful to getting it to release. Cooking and eating. Shut-in. I love that. I love being a shut-in. I love just like, yeah, totally. Okay, I'm going to start peeling this away. Ooh, and this vinyl is not wanting to release. Wonder how old this vinyl is. Ooh, it's going to be naughty. Not nice. It's going to be naughty. Okay. All right. So cool. We're going to go with this. Look, this here, my liner is separating out and it's not releasing from the vinyl. Like I can probably get it up. You can see the metallic underneath there. But that is a sign sometimes that it's just not the best vinyl, which is actually surprising because I think this is one of the brands I really love. It's working for some of it, not for all of it. It can also be a sign that it's expired. I don't think this vinyl is expired. And yes, vinyl does expire. I think it's going to work. But these are the types of things we run into when we craft, right? When we're going at it alone, we're like, what do we do? What I'm doing here is I'm just going extra slow. And you can use, I'm looking at this close, that's why it's lifted right now. Usually rolling it in your hands can get it to release. So that's why I'm picking it up and rolling it. Okay. So most of it came off, but see here, I have some liner left on it. So that's a little irritating, right? So what I would do, if I'm trying to salvage this, would be grab my weeding tool and carefully get the rest of that liner up. Thankfully, it looks like it's going to cooperate. But yes, vinyl can expire, just FYI. Usually about, I think 2 years is the max that I would say. So you're not supposed to have to do this step, but there's only 3 little spots left. And I'm just going to clean it up real quick to show you guys if you run into this problem, here's how you can figure it out. It's funny, I didn't do that when I cut my samples the other day. Okay, sometimes even like the humidity in the air and stuff can cause challenges. Okay, getting those little annoying pieces off. I think we got it though. I think we saved the day. We saved the day. Yay. Okay, so there is our design. Next step, getting it onto the curved surface. Don't panic. Okay, this is the part where I really want every crafter to take a super deep breath and tell yourself progress over perfection, okay? If it doesn't turn out right the first time, it doesn't mean you're not creative enough. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It's okay. Now, what I want you to do is trim down any excess transfer tape here. Be careful not to touch the vinyl itself so that your oils of your hands don't get on it. Okay, so we're going to trim down some of this excess. And then I'm going to take my scissors very carefully, and you're not cutting the vinyl. You're cutting the transfer tape. You're going to cut little slits all the way around, which is going to make the transfer tape more flexible and malleable to mold to this when we put the design on. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a little slit here. You're looking for kind of like the blank space between the vinyl. And I'm just creating little snips. Okay. Little snips. And this is very helpful for allowing flexibility when we go to place this on our ornament, which is what we're going to do now. Everybody hold your breath. It's okay. Don't hold your breath. All right. So I'm just going, this is a round surface, right? So there's no like super fancy way to say it's perfectly placed. I recommend just placing this down at an angle to where you can see like, okay, here's the top. It's sitting above, I'm sitting directly above it at like a 90-degree angle looking up. And then I'm going to eyeball it by placing it in the center. When you go to place this, I'm doing this angled towards me, but it needs to be angled towards you. So when you go to place this, you're focusing on placing in the center first, not the sides, the center first, okay? So I'm going to place that in the center first. And then you're going to start working this down bit by bit. And that flexibility to that transfer tape is going to help you. It does not mean there will not be a potential wrinkle. And I will show you what to do if there is a potential wrinkle. And I can tell you right now, I'm already going to have at least one. So there's still a way to fix that though. So don't panic. What you want to do is when this goes on, don't crease those wrinkles. Get it on bit by bit as best you can, working from like the inside out on each side. And when you find that wrinkle, just don't crease the wrinkle. Don't push it down real hard and create a crease. You're wanting to get enough of this on the surface to where you can get the transfer tape to release. And then I'm going to show you with your weeding tool how you can very easily fix a wrinkle so long as you haven't given it like a hard press. But having the transfer tape with this extra flexibility allows you to kind of pull these sections a little bit, pull at them, and then bring them down. So it's not 100% wrinkle free from the beginning. If you're trying to achieve that, you will be disappointed. Keeping it real, just keeping it real. Okay. So you're going to get enough of this on to where we're going to get that transfer tape release. And I can see a couple spots here, which is going to be great for demonstration purposes. All right. I'm going to start peeling this off. The transfer tape is going to come off in pieces. Okay. I'm trying to make sure you guys have enough of the angle to it here while I can still see what I'm doing. So working with your finger, I'm pushing with my finger. Brayer tools won't do much with curved surfaces unless it's a bigger curved surface, like on a mug or something like that. So I use my finger. Okay. You can see that I'm kind of working bit by bit and then going bit by bit as I remove this transfer tape. And because we put those slits in there, it's coming off in pieces, which is actually really, really good and helpful. Okay, so that one needs to go down. Okay, that one, I can tell there's going to be a wrinkle in, so I'm not going to press too hard, just enough to get the transfer tape to release. You can shoot questions at me if there are questions.
Have you ever tried using the wet method?
I have not. I have heard of it, and I have not tried it. Now, I would highly recommend it if that interests you, by all means. I don't remember everything that it entails, but I know it's like a way of like sliding it on using water, is it? I think. I have not tried it. This one actually came out pretty well. I need a wrinkle. There's a little wrinkle here, right here with the A. Let me show you. There's a little wrinkle right here with the A. So what you're going to do is if you get wrinkles or you get a bigger one than this, is you're going to take your weeding tool and you're going to come in and you're going to just gently lift, and then roll it out and press. Let's see, the rest of this came on pretty well. I was hoping to actually have more trouble in this so I could demonstrate the trouble. There's a tiny little spot right here. So the idea is, because this is actually cooperating nicely, if there is a pocket where there's a wrinkle, you're going to stick your weeding tool underneath, gently lift it, and then press and roll it out with your thumb. But as you can see, using our transfer tape the way we did, this went on pretty darn well.
And is that why the transfer tape was coming off in pieces?
Yes, because I cut all those little slits in it that gave it more flexibility. That's why it was coming off in pieces. That's actually what you want. That's a sign of success. Yes. Look how cute. It's so cute. It's so cute and pretty. Okay, so then we also have, I showed you this other one earlier. You can see like this one gave me more trouble. They made this design just a smidge bigger. So this one gave me more trouble. Like I remember there was a wrinkle in the H here and I had to do exactly what I just told you. I had to like lift it with the weeding tool and then push it out. But you can see the result there. Cool, right? Okay, any other questions? At this point, I'm going to go into the gift box in Design Space setup. Because I skipped that step earlier. I skipped it. Okay, so let me pull myself back over here. Why is this not clicking? Hang on. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into Design Space here. Share screen. And let's talk about the box next. Okay. All right. So let's come. Oh, that was my machine. Okay. So let's come back into Design Space here. And my ornament box. Okay, I'm going to hide this. Zoom out. I already imported the box, similar to what we did in the beginning, right? Okay. And when you bring this in, it's going to be grouped. Just like this. It's going to be grouped. You're going to right click. You're going to ungroup. All of these little lines that are present in the layers panel over here, all these little lines, you need to change them to score lines, because when we bring in our own files, even if you use some of Cricut's files, you have to tell it that you want certain parts scored. Okay. And because this is a very simple box, we're scoring so that we know where to fold, right? So you're going to click on each one of these and go up to the operation up here at the top menu and come down to score. And then you're going to do the same thing for all these. Now, if you want a fast track, what you're going to do is you're going to hold your shift key down on your keyboard and you're going to select each and every one of these that look like these black lines. Okay. Then you can come up and change them to score. And if we look closely here, you can see they now look like these little dotted score lines as opposed to those straight basic cut lines. And then this step is really important, okay? You have to make sure you attach those score lines to the base of the box. Otherwise, the score lines will be on a separate mat, and that's not what we want. So these little gray squares right here are our overlay pieces to decorate the box. So I'm just going to pull those off. Okay. And then I'm going to click and drag over each one of these. We're going to hit attach, use the attach tool at the bottom of the layers panel for each and every one of them. Okay. Attach, attach, and attach. The last thing to be aware of is your scale for this box. You may need to adjust it depending on your ornament. The way you adjust this scale is you need to make sure you scale everything as a group, but your reference point for what size of ornament that this box can hold, your reference point is this plain square right here. This is going to be the base of the box that we're going to attach these four sides to, and this is the top. So if I have a 4-inch ornament, you're probably going to want your box to have a little bit more space beyond 4 inches. So I'd recommend, like if it's a 4-inch ornament, you'd want to scale it so that this here ends up being around 4.25, just that little extra 1/4 of an inch. So how do we do that with retaining proportions? We're just going to click and drag over everything all at once, one group. Come to the corner here, click, hold, and drag to scale down or up, depending on what you want. You're going to click off, and then you're going to click on it and assess. Okay, I'm at 4.78. I want to get to 4.2. We have a ways to go. So I'm going to click and drag back over this, scaling as a group to retain those proportions. Click off. Okay, I'm a lot closer. I'm just going to make it a tiny bit smaller here. Ah, look at that, right on the nose. I love it. So that is how you would adjust the scale. You're using this as a reference point. You're scaling as a group. That way we're not accidentally scaling each piece and then it doesn't fit together correctly, right? And then once you've assessed this for yourself, you've set up your score lines, always make sure to save, and then you never have to do this again in the future. There's always a little setup for each project, but you never have to do it again in the future if you save it. Okay, and then we would go ahead and cut this out. And I already have this cut out, but I would cut this out in a medium weight cardstock. Okay, so medium weight cardstock setting is what I would choose. And then these pieces here that are like the decorative pieces that go on the outside for like a pattern, I like to use a pattern scrapbooking paper for that. So using that setting as well in Design Space, there's a scrapbooking paper setting, would be appropriate for that. Again, this is going to vary if you decide to use a different type of paper. So then you might need to change the setting to be according with that. Now, when you go to cut this out, it's going to ask you to score. So, oh, look at that. I forgot a score line. Perfect example of why the attach tool is so important. Okay, we have this one. Ah, I see. Okay. I'm going to hit detach. I'm going to send to back, and I'm going to attach with all score lines this time. There we go. There we go. Now it's going to ask us to score, which means we're going to need to use our scoring stylus in clamp A, or if you have a maker model, you can use the scoring wheel. I personally like the scoring stylus option because you don't have to change the fine point blade out with the scoring wheel. You can just put the stylus in clamp A and then leave your blade alone, and it'll do both at once. Just remember to put that scoring stylus in. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and we'll enlarge me. Hi. And so let me just show you scoring stylus here. Okay. This I would be putting in clamp A of my machine, which is behind me here. You're not gonna be able to get close up, but clamp A of the machine. And then you're gonna load your cardstock and it'll cut it out. Once you get it cut out, you're gonna have all of your elements for it, like this. So I already folded my top of the box here. This is very straightforward. I want to keep us focused here on our ornament workshop, but for those of you, I'm going to be posting like a little reel on this assembly later, but it is as simple as, so simple. You are folding the score lines. That is it. Folding the score lines. This is the bottom of your box. You're folding this score line, okay? And then you are literally going to glue with your liquid craft glue the tab into each one. That's it. That is how easy it is to make the box. So you're going to add glue. I like the Barely Art Precision Craft glue. You're going to take the bottom base piece and you're going to line it up right at that edge where it folds, okay? Just like that. And then you're going to go around. You're going to see this one here and the front part that has a little cutout. That you're going to fold. And you're going to add those tabs right here. And you're just going to bring it together until the box is made. That's how simple it is. I don't want to take too much time to have to glue and hold each one of these tabs, but I will show you what the box looks like when it's done. So actually, I think I already showed you, but when it's done, here is what the box looks like. Oh, why this looks so dark. I have 6 lights in here right now. So this is what it looks like. And this is ornament shifting around in here a little bit, but if you don't want it to shift, I recommend putting a little bit of tape at the bottom and the ornament won't shift on you and it'll stick out right here. Super cute. And you can add like a ribbon if you want. So this is the box when it's all done, right? We've got our ornament. Stick it down in. You can put tape down in there to hold it and keep it from shifting. I don't have tape in mine at the moment. You can just slide the lid over the top. Okay. And then you could tie it up with an ornament. Yay! Super fun. Super fun. Any questions while I make some space over here?
Somebody was asking, could you use double-sided tape instead of glue?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could definitely use double-sided tape instead of glue.
And then someone else asked, do you attach your decorative paper before or after you?
Oh, good question. Thank you for asking that. Sorry, I just got like my computer right in y'all's face there, didn't I? I was like not paying attention to where we were at on the screen. Let me bring me front and center. Hello. Yes, so I like to attach after. Like you can do the circle one and the top first if you want, but for the other 3 sides, I recommend actually attaching those after the box is built. And the reason I recommend that is because it's easier to see that you're getting it in alignment. Otherwise, with this extra gap right here with the lid, it's going to get tricky to be like, oh, did I glue it too high? Did I glue it too low? Like that can get tricky. So as counterintuitive as it seems, doing this after the box is built, adding those layers on after the box is built, and you can get so much pretty scrapbooking paper. Look at this one. So fun. I think I got these at Michael's craft store, if anybody's wondering. Super like colorful and Christmassy, and black and gold. Get you black and gold. Super pretty, right? Absolutely love, love, love. Love, love, love. Okay, my friends. All right. So any other questions I need to jump in on? Let me know. I'm going to try to bring myself up here so I can see you all. Okay.
There's been a few questions. Can you use the box for like the M&M style ornaments, like the ones that are just thinner?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could use that. There will be more shifting in there because it's not fully rounded. So I would definitely recommend if you have like any 3D foam tape, you can stick that on the sides or the bottom. And that would hold the placement of that image, the ornament a little bit better. So it's not going to shift around inside the box, right? Okay. Okay, cool. Yay! I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. And don't worry, this replay will be up. So if you weren't able to craft in real time, I try to always speed our process up a little bit. There will be a replay. Now, I also want to talk about our other inspiring gift ideas. So this whole workshop was created for one purpose only, to make a project with you and to give you plenty of inspiration to make gifts in less time this holiday season. Like I said with my little Hallmark moment earlier, like I have this idea of what I want to create, right? And so I was able to show up with you guys here. We made a craft together, but I want to leave you with even more inspiration. So I want to fill your cup up with even more inspiration today. So I'm going to share with you a bunch more, 9 more for a total of 10. Counting our ornament, there's going to be a total of 10 ideas that you'll be able to walk away with today. Okay. So custom ornaments, that was number 10. That was number 10. We made our custom ornaments. We're going to count down from 10 to 1. So number 9, another easy gift idea that you can create is drink and snack hostess gifts. Okay, these are so much fun. I made these this year. Holiday parties. We host them, we attend them. We usually want like quick hostess gifts that wow. So you can dress up a bottle of wine or sparkling grape juice with a beautiful printable bottle tag and a snack box that you can make in minutes with your cutting machine. Both of these, you guys, hang off the bottle itself. So cool, right? So you just literally slip it over the bottle. And I love to put like nuts and dried fruit or chocolate inside of the snack box. And it's such a hit every single time. So number 8, deck the family PJs and shirts. Some people may not like you for this, but I think matching at Christmas is fun. We make lots of memories at the holidays, and these designs for wearables like PJs and shirts are quick gifts that you can make that will have you matching with your friends and family. You can use iron-on vinyl with a blank t-shirt or even do some design on pants. And this is great for quick personalization that is super meaningful. And it's great for pictures, of course. And then we have number 7, custom scripted sentiment candles. Sentiment? Anybody? Okay. Sentiment candles. Everyone loves a candle, right? These take only minutes once you know how to cut, weed, and apply the vinyl to a curved surface, much like we did here today. So the technique is very similar. And you can find candles on sale everywhere right now. You can add fun scripted phrases to them. And this is a super thoughtful gift that can be made in minutes for neighbors and coworkers. If you need to create volume fast, this is a great one. Okay, I just literally took a sip of my tea and I think I splashed my face with it. So you guys can't see that, thankfully, but that's what happened. So I'm telling on myself anyways. Okay, countdown number 6, journals with personality or personalized journals. Everybody needs a journal. Even if it's just for jotting down lists and brain dump, you can grab affordable notebooks and personalize them with a name, inspiring phrase, or a pretty design, and you've got a luxurious looking gift in minutes. These ones you're seeing here, I made last year, and I got these from the dollar store, you guys. And between the cost of the vinyl and the dollar store, I think I was out $3 or $4 a person. Like, if you need to keep costs low, this is the way to go. Did that rhyme? I think it did. Maybe a little. Number 5, dream in pictures pillowcases. If you're looking for a super personalized gift, photo pillowcases are perfect. This one does take a little bit more time. It's like right closer to that hour mark, but it is totally doable. And you can use printable iron-on vinyl to make a custom pillowcase. And if your budget allows, you can even add a pillow insert too. So make this gift if you want to get something that is highly personalized. All right, keeping my voice. Say a prayer for me. Number 4, stuffed with love, personalized stuffies. This is super cute, fun option for kids, grandkids, friends. You can pick up a small stuffed animal and add a recipient's name or a fun message with iron-on vinyl, and you're all set. This is a great, quick, low-cost project that everybody loves. And what I love about this is if you've welcomed like a grandchild or a child or a niece or a nephew or somebody in your life just had a kid, you can put baby's first Christmas or birth stats on these. And these are so well loved. And then it becomes like this cute, trendy keepsake gift. Number 3, custom cozy blankets. So cozy blankets are the gift that keeps on giving. Remember I told you I sit down and I prep this every single year. I'm sorry, Sorry, I got a message on my screen that just distracted the heck out of me right there. Let me restart that. Custom blankets, the gifts that keep on giving. These are so great to personalize. I love using like black iron-on vinyl on a solid blanket, or you can do like gold or silver, and it's such an elegant, simple look. And these take like 20, 30 minutes per blanket. Not bad at all. And if you batch it, it's even faster. So you can put a pretty phrase on it, a cute little phrase, or you can do like monograms with monogram frames and make them personalized. They are a hit every time. My kids have an obsession with blankets and stuffies. So literally, I counted my daughter's bed this morning. She had 7 blankets in her bed. And I'm always like, okay, honey, let's try like maybe get some of these blankets out of here, get some of these stuffies out of here, go give, like donate them to some, local places. You can make some space. They will not relent on their blankets and stuffies. They love them. And I'm actually kind of proud of the fact that they love them because they're 11 and 12. So the fact that I have an 11 and 12-year-old are like, I still want all of my blankies and my stuffies, it kind of is sweet. Like, I don't think that's going to last too much longer. My husband's laughing, saying, yeah, probably will. They'll be taking them to college with them, which is fine. Number 2, Santa's shortcut. Even Santa needs a shortcut. Gift card holders. Sometimes you just need to push that gift card easy button, right? We all need an easy button every once in a while. Actually, I think the whole universe needs an easy button right now. We should send each other easy buttons for Christmas this year. Make this gift if you need gift cards to fill a gap, but you still want to be able to make something that feels special and handmade. So this helps you take a traditional idea and turn it into something that's a little bit out of the box. Okay, I am literally losing my voice here, y'all. We're almost there. We can do it. And we will be getting to our giveaway in a few minutes. So number 1, ready? Drum roll. That was my attempt at a drum roll. Wasn't too bad. I think that was pretty good. It was pretty good. Number 1, holiday character candy holders. Candy holders are so quick and easy to batch. Kids love them. Adults love them. They're great when you need to batch things and hand out those little unexpected, whimsical, trendy gifts that anyone's going to love. And your time will love these too. Okay, they're just made from cardstock and half ornament ball candy holders. They are so fun. And I have a whole collection of these. And this year we added a nutcracker design as well. And I am mildly obsessed with the nutcracker design because it's trending this year. Like nutcracker, I'm seeing it everywhere. It's always a thing, but it's like extra trendy this year. Okay, my friends, so you can absolutely take all of these trending gifts ideas. You can take the ornament tutorial we made here today. You can go forth and craft with all of this inspiration, my friend. But after 14 years of crafting myself and 10 years of teaching others, there are some pitfalls that you might experience as you jump into taking this additional inspiration into action. So the first is, where are we going to go and find our templates to create these projects, right? So what kind of time and money do you need to spend to source each template or design for yourself, plus the decision fatigue of sifting through it all, right? We have an idea, we see something we want to make, then we have to go to Etsy or some site and we have to source for ourselves, right? Number 2 would be the skill side of things. So all of these projects, these ideas, these inspirations I wanted to give to you guys today, in addition to our tutorial, they're all made with beginners in mind and for speed. But each of these also comes with their own learning curve, right? So for example, have you layered iron-on vinyl before? Have you tried a 3D paper craft before? Have you used print and cut with your machine? If not, I can almost guarantee you're going to need to block out some time for trial and error. And I really don't want that for you. And then there is supplies. Knowing which brands of supplies are best can completely make or break how your project turns out. So knowing where to buy and what to buy can save so much time and frustration. And I'd be doing you a huge disservice if I didn't mention the impact of community support. Going at it alone can leave you feel frustrated, a lot of questions, and troubleshooting is never fun, which is one of the reasons why I created today's workshop, is because I wanted you guys to get a taste of crafting in a community. And that's really what I think it's all about. So I am a huge advocate for, excuse me, I am a huge advocate for optionality. And one option is you can keep crafting on your own and take these ideas and run with them. You can take time and money to source the templates and tutorials for yourself, or you can keep creating with me inside of my A-Star Crafters community, where you will find all of these additional curated projects, templates that are ready to make, step-by-step tutorials, and support where you can get your questions answered instead of guessing and going at it alone. I created A-Star Crafters to be the community and resource where makers of all skill levels learn how to create more projects in less time for the moments that matter most, like our holiday season coming up. And inside A-Stars, you're not just getting access to all of my holiday makes and our newest collection that is dropping in December, but you're also getting access to my entire vault of creations for every season and every reason. There are over 1,100 projects and designs waiting for you, plus over 75 curated themed collections with paper florals, SVG cut files for wearables like signs, totes, mugs, to paper crafts, to DIYs for celebrations and holidays, to kid-friendly projects and printables, and so much more. And the best part is that our holiday handmade gifts made easy are already available, including the candy holders. So part 1 is already available. Our candy holders, our candles, our journals, our stuffed animals, our blankets, our pillowcases, holiday cards, all of those are already ready with a tutorial to guide you step by step. And then as we enter December, I'll be dropping part 2 of the holiday gift collection, which includes the drink bottle tags and snack boxes, our set of 4 gift card holders, and our Christmas crew designs for wearables. Plus, I want to give you extra support so you'll be able to get extra guidance from me during the holiday season. We have another live coming up in December, which is our holiday helpline Q&A and my live Nutcracker candy holder workshop. So there's a whole bunch of candy holders already in there, and then we have another live workshop we'll be doing together as well. So from now until December 3rd, you can join us inside of A-Stars for our BOGO Black Friday sale right now and get instant access, unlimited access for $17. That's 2 months inside of A-Stars for the price of 1. So it's buy 1 month, get 1 month free, and you'll get access to everything inside of A-Stars, all 1,100 plus projects and all of those holiday makes this season. This means you get the freedom to explore everything inside of A-Stars with community support, with 0 long-term commitment, because you can cancel anytime you want. And let me be very clear, this BOGO offer will not be coming around again after December 3rd. We will be closing the doors on December 3rd. So now is your chance to get in and get a month free. There is a clickable link below for you. There is a link going into the chat right now, and there is one going across your screen. And we're going to take questions in just a couple of minutes and then get into our giveaway. Now, if anybody who joins us during the live right now, while we're still live for the next few minutes, I'm going to include 2 fast action bonuses. The first one is my holiday present planning guide, which helps you organize the supplies, the time, and the budget for each of your DIY gifts that we talked about here. So it's going to help you get organized for them. And the second fast action bonus is another planner. This is my Happier Holiday Planner. And this gives you more in-depth pages on tracking shopping deals, budgeting for Christmas expenses, menu planning, tracking your Christmas card sends, decorating checklists, holiday activities, checklists, and more. Now, my favorite part about Thanksgiving every year, my favorite part about our Black Friday sale every year is that one of our core values is impact. So this is not just about impacting you guys online and coming together and having these workshops together, but also our local community as well. So every action that we take is designed to spark joy and uplift others and foster creativity. And this year is our 6th annual Thanksgiving Back charity event. So every year, we give back to a local community. And instead of using Black Friday to further our bottom line, we use it to further a cause. So last year we supported local animal shelters. The years before, we've done Toys for Tots, Toys for Literacy. And so for every A-star who joins right now, you will also be sponsoring a local shelter pet with food, a toy, and a blanket while they wait for their forever home. So not only do you get something for you, but you also get to give back in the process. So that BOGO offer will be good, and those fast action bonuses will be available until we are done on this live. You can join at abbikirstencollections.com/A-stars. Now, we are going to take questions. I know there's some in there already. If you have a question about our live today, about those projects we talked about A-star, anything in general, go ahead and start thinking about that now and typing them into the chat. And after we do questions, we'll do giveaways. And while you guys are finishing typing your questions, I just have to brag on a few A-star crafters here. Dina, who made our candy holders. Look at those. It turned out so great. There's Zelda here, who did this incredible photo backdrop using our 3D paper stars. I mean, I'm obsessed. Like, I kind of want to see what the photos turned out. Like, this is a great snapshot of what she did, but I'm like, I need the professionally touched photos. They're gorgeous. And then Lindsay here, she made her own wedding decorations, and Elaine, who gave her daughter the bridal shower of her dreams. And there are so many other creators. We have a whole channel for our team. It is just nothing but, it's called Tell Me Something Good, where we feature all of the screenshots we get from you guys of your projects. It's just incredible to see what you guys are making, those everyday moments of creative play, those special life occasions. I just love seeing what you guys are creating. Okay, my friends. So let's take some questions, and then we're going to do it. I can't wait to show you this giveaway. It's so good. It's so good. I can't wait to show you the giveaway. I'm going to put just a recap up on the screen here, and let's start with some questions. Do you have any that are standing out? I need to drink water. Give me 1 second. I need some water. Okay. Questions. What do we got?
Going. There's how much is it for the third month has been.
So when it renews, it's just $17 thereafter, and you can cancel anytime. So it's BOGO, buy 1 month, get 1 month free, and then you can keep renewing at the $17 and you can cancel anytime, which gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility, right? Because right now, I think a lot of us craft during the holiday season, right? We're making gifts, we're making decorations, we're doing stuff for local communities and schools. And so this gives you the freedom to get the next 2 months to be able to have unlimited access to those gifts, unlimited access to everything we already have in there. And then you have the option to either continue crafting with us in the new year if you want continued access and all of our new monthly curated collections. So we drop a new curated collection every single month. Let's see, we're doing the handmade gifts. This one, what are we doing in January? I think we're doing a woodland, enchanted woodland themed projects in January. We're doing affirmation bookmarks in January as well. Trying to think forward of all of the projects we have in our queue. So we've got a lot coming down the pipeline, but that will be the optionality that you'll have to choose when it renews. You don't have to renew. You can join us for a couple of months. We hope you stay with us. It's loads of fun. I think we're a hoot. I think we're a great community. But you'll be getting unlimited access no matter what. So you can still peruse everything in there in the 2 months that you have. Okay, next question. Sorry.
There's one. Do you ever make anything for the venture?
The venture. Okay. Can I tell you a story? I think the venture is great, especially if you're wanting to do the big projects and maybe you're using it more for commercial use. But I actually just gave away the venture machine that I had because I found I wasn't using it that much. So no, I don't do much with the venture. I will tell you that pretty much all of the projects that we have in our community, whether they be the free projects or if you want access to everything inside of our A-star community, they can all be used with the venture. They're not limited to just the normal size machines. You'll have more optionality with large printing cuts and larger designs, which is really great. So you can still use it with a lot of these projects. It's just that you have the optionality of making it bigger, which is great. Okay. Other questions? I'm gonna eat a cough drop.
Do you include instructions on how to put the crafts together?
Yes. So we have all of our curated projects have a video tutorial with them. So what we experienced today, they're not all live workshops. They're a little more condensed so that you don't have to sit for an hour and a half. But we have linked videos for all of our projects. And then we also have a whole bunch of designs that you can apply to a variety of things. So we'll have a whole bunch of downloadable designs. It's like for wearables or for totes or for mugs. So we have a bunch of SVG designs, and then you can just apply those with tutorials for like how to put something on a t-shirt or how to put it on a tote bag or on a mug. And we have tutorials for that, like generalized process as well. Yeah, I'm eating a cough drop, you guys. I don't like eating cough drops when I'm talking because I feel like I'm going to spit them out. So I'm going to be weird and tell you that just in case I spit it out on everybody.
Liberty's being heard.
Liberty. Okay, if you're hearing snoring, that is not like an old man in the corner taking a nap. That is my dog. Most of you who crafted with us before know we have a Goldie and a Frenchie. Let's bring her over and say hello. Hi, you're making so much noise. She often visits us during our live workshops too for A-stars. Yes, she's like our little mascot. Her name is Liberty. Hi, I'm Lucky Liberty. I'm Lucky Lady Liberty. Okay, what other questions do we have?
Where do they get the bonuses at?
The bonuses. So when you join A-stars, you're going to get put into an email funnel where we're going to deliver all of that to you. You'll see it. It'll be delivered, I think it's like 1 hour after you join. The email automatically goes out and it'll have the bonuses linked in the bottom for you. And then they're also uploaded inside of the vault too. So where all of our content lives is called the Craft Vault. And then when you're inside the Craft Vault, you'll see all of the content. You can search at the top. You can favorite items, download. What else? There's other fun stuff in there. I'm doing a really poor job explaining it, but yeah, you can go to members.abbikirstencollections.com if you want to sneak peek at it. You can actually look around there before you join. But again, all this part two, we have part one of our holiday handmade gifts made easy that dropped. And then part two will be dropping the first week of December, plus all of those live holiday helpline. You're being loud. Live holiday helpline and that Nutcracker workshop, which will be like this, except without offering you A-stars at the end because you'll already be an A-star. Hi, you're being so loud. Okay, I'm gonna put you down in hopes that of being away from the speaker. Yeah, it might be a little quieter. Okay. Okay. Let's take last questions before we get to our giveaway. Any questions at all, please let me know. If you're watching the replay and you have questions about the tutorial or you're running into a snag, please still leave a comment below or send us a message to hello@abbikirstencollections.com. We're always here to help you. My mission in life is to make crafting more joyful and less frustrating, allow you to make more in less time. Because I know that going at it alone and trying to piece together those tutorials online by yourself, trying to source everything for yourself, it's so difficult, right? We end up eating all of our time up trying to do that. And so it's my mission in life to make crafting joyful in less time. Okay, what other questions, babe? I can try looking in the comments too. Where is the template for the box? The template for the box is below in the video description. You're gonna find it there. You'll click over to it. You'll see it sitting there at the URL, and then you can download it. They were saying that someone's not seen it. Let me look. I want to make sure.
There.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Can you just drop the direct link in the chat for everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you. My husband's going to drop the direct link in the chat for you.
And
for the box, for those of you who are wondering.
Somebody wants to know about the green tree behind you.
Oh, sure. The green tree behind me, the little paper crafting tree. This is actually a freebie right now. It's a freebie right now. When you're done dropping that link, can you please drop this link too so our lovely creators can enjoy it?
Yep.
Just type in tree at the top of the vault and you'll find this one marked as a free gift right now. Okay. Thank you so much. Is it Brianda? Am I saying that right? I apologize if I'm butchering that. Your personality makes all this a breeze and so easy and fun, Abby. Thank you. That's my goal. I think I have a pretty good time. Yes, we all need more joy, Helen. The special ends on December 3rd. So the BOGO, buy 1 month, get 1 month free, ends December 3rd. A video for the box template. So it's everything I showed you in the setup today, you already have that from this video. And then it's just folding and gluing. And I will have a short reel up on it Monday. So it'll, like, if you want to see the folding and gluing part, which is like, I kind of showed it earlier, but yeah, if you need to see the whole, oh, it's right here. Here you go. It's literally fold and glue. And you take it and you just glue it together like this. You just glue it with the tabs, fold along the tabs and glue. Oh, we have someone watching from Germany. Amazing.
Somebody from Bulgaria too.
Oh, wow. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your compliments, you guys. Such great instruction. What a great class. Oh, thank you. A great personality. Thank you. I think I have a good personality. My personality has been hiding out for the last 34 years. She decided to come out and play. She decided to say, let's go play. Let's have some fun. Question, can we renew at a yearly rate? Yeah, sure. You can renew at a yearly rate if you prefer, because if you join yearly, you actually save 38%. If you were to stay for all 12 months, you actually save a much bigger amount. So if you're like, you know what, I'm in for a full year, I want all the projects, like just give it to me and I don't want to have to worry about, you know, a monthly fee, then you can join for the full year as well. That's on that page. It's going across. Can you put it back up on the screen, Ben?
I can.
Thank you. Let's just leave that up because I don't want to.
It's there.
Oh, thank you guys. Drink some water. Thank you, Debbie. Yes, I know. I need to drink water. I have the cough drop in my mouth. I'm like, oh. For a year right now, it's $127. So that's a 38% savings. Where if you were to stay for the full 12 months. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for loving my videos. Thank you for showing up, you guys. It's my pleasure. Love these classes. Thank you for this. Oh my gosh. One person says they're a bit late, but happy Saturday. There'll be a replay. Don't worry if you're late. Don't worry. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. I think I got through any major questions here. If I did overlook, it was not intentional. But let's do our giveaway, guys. Let's get into the giveaways. Yeah. Oh, is there something else you saw?
No,
okay.
About the giveaway.
Okay, you forgot about the giveaway. You forgot about the giveaway. Well, I'm so glad you guys think I'm a good teacher. I think I have an affinity for it. And I really do think we should do an in-person get together here in Central Florida. I'm in Central Florida, so you could make a trip of it. Like I've thought about planning something like out so people could like plan a trip, especially if you're coming from farther away, like planning something out like a year in advance and then doing an in-person event where we're in Central Florida. So, you know, if you want to come and do the whole Disney thing or any of the other parks that are here, the beach thing, you can do all of that. And then we can craft in person. And I think that would be great. I think that would be fabulous. Okay, let's do the gifts. Oh, giveaway. Gifts and giveaway. I have a whole tub. It's a whole tub. Okay.
Tub not included.
Tub not included. Thank you. Tub is not included, but all of this is. Okay. I literally cannot hold this thing, so. I got it, I think. Okay, so the giveaway is going to include. Holy banana pants. Okay. Let's turn this here. It's going to include a whole bunch of vinyl, iron-on and permanent vinyl. It's going to include Cricut mats, a glue gun. Whew, we got a lot in here. Santa is being nice this year. Okay, we've got these little 3D foam cubbies, great for paper crafts. My favorite ink blending brushes. We've got Distressing Zinc Oxide, whole bunch of them. I think this is like what, a $300 prize or something like that. It's like $300 worth of crafting supplies. We've got Brayer tool. We've got, let's see, what's this one? I don't know. Santa just dropped this at my doorstep. We've got markers, art markers, just great for paper crafting. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you guys a very simple question. A lot of these supplies are going to be great for making these gifts or making projects inside of A-Stars. Of course, even if you're not an A-Star, you can enter for the giveaway. This is for everybody. So I'm just going to ask a very simple question. You're going to put your answer into the chat. Take your time. Okay, I'm not going to immediately pick somebody, so take your time. What?
Someone said you and Mim need to do a class.
Yes, that is on the books for 2026. I think we have similar personalities too. Like she is such a hoot, Mim Jenkinson. If you guys haven't heard of Mim Jenkinson yet, she's one of my favorite favorite, well, she is my favorite sticker bestie. She's one of my best friends, and she lives in Australia. But if you want to learn stickers, like I have some stickers inside of A-Stars too, but she is the queen of stickers. Go check out Mim Jenkinson, Sticker Society. She is amazing. She's amazing. But we're going to do class together. I think I'm going to start pairing up and doing classes. Okay. The question, take your time answering this. Tell me in the chat, when you're looking for craft ideas, when you're looking for template resources or a tutorial, what is something that you wish you could find but can't? Okay, take your time. I'm going to give everybody a little minute. This helps me understand where everybody is, where you guys are, and helps me figure out how I can do better to create more things for you. So what's a skill that you want to learn, but you can't seem to find it? What's a template or a downloadable resource you would love, but you can't find it? What is a tutorial that you would love, but you can't find it? Just take a moment, think about it, and then put it in the chat. I'm going to give everybody a minute, and then we're going to randomly pick somebody. And I'm also going to add, you guys, that this entire giveaway bundle that I'm doing right now is also going to be given away a second time to all of our A-Star crafters. So one of the perks of being an A-Star, which I did not mention earlier, one of the perks of being an A-Star is that you get entered for giveaways regularly. So we'll do gift card giveaways. We will do material bundle giveaways like this one. And we're doing a second bundle just like this in December for everybody inside of our A-Star community. So we like to do them. We like to do them for everybody in this case. And then we like to also do them for our A-Stars as well, and they get a little extra perk. So this is for international. Yeah, everybody. Sorry, my husband's asking me questions here. I'm having like a lot of different conversations. So if you're international, you can enter too. Yes, it's a little bit more time consuming to get to you, but if you happen to be the winner and you are international, we will take care of you. We like to give back as much as we can in our communities. You guys have given us so much. I never in a million years imagined 10 years ago being here, and my family works full time in this business. So it's what supports us. It's what supports our kids, and you guys showing up and being here to craft with me. And for those of you who are joining us in our paid communities and our courses, it just means the world to us because we're able to keep doing what we love and changing lives like this and bringing more joy to the world. All right. Designs for wood burning, custom bags. I'm giving you guys just a couple more minutes to answer this. I see someone saying designing your own SVGs. So I actually have 2 classes on designing your own SVGs. I have 2 free workshops on that. If anybody else wants to learn how to design their own SVGs, you can watch my free workshop. Similar to this one where I walk you through a whole tutorial. Can you actually, I got it right here. Yeah, I think so. I'm just gonna pop that in there because someone said that. I'm like, you know what? Let's get everybody, let's answer that question for everybody. Okay, design your own SVGs. I actually have 2 different workshops. I have this one that I'm putting in the chat now. It's called The Magic of SVGs. And then I have another one that's also free called SVGs from Scratch. And they teach the same thing, not the same project. They teach the same concept, the same skill set. But both are really great if you haven't taken them yet. Sherry says you taught, oh, sorry, the chat dropped. Sherry says you taught me how to do floral bouquets. It came in handy when my daughter got married in September. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations to you, to your daughter. I love that. Just to be better at making crafts. Barbara says just to be better at making crafts. You know what, Barbara? I hear you. And that comes with practice, but I think it comes more with the practice of progress over perfection and embracing that, right? Like I said at the beginning, we have this kind of, I think, idyllic, hallmarky outcome that we want in our brain, right? And sometimes it doesn't always match our vision, and that's okay. Like what I'm doing now, I couldn't have done 5 years ago. And I'm not saying it has to take 5 years. That's why I'm here to help. But if I could show you guys some of my projects when I started, if I could show you. You guys want to laugh? I'm going to tell on myself. I think showing our humanness is important these days. If you guys want to laugh, scroll back 8 years ago on my YouTube channel. Like scroll back and you will see an Abbi that you don't recognize. I don't know who she is. She doesn't talk in videos. She just uses on screen, like whatever. And the crafts are just so different. But it's progress over perfection. And I make mistakes all of the time. All of the time. How to be more efficient using Design Space. We do have a free tutorial on Design Space too. I'll pop that in here. If I can help you guys now, that's just my goal. I'm gonna give everybody about 20 more seconds and then we'll announce the winner. Okay, let me pop this in here. This link that's going in now is good if you need a more like walk around Design Space. It's super helpful for like, what does this tool do? What does that tool do? Like that kind of stuff. You got some of it today, but yeah. Making sentiments for my cards. Oh, sorry, the chat is moving too fast. I start to read a comment and then I can't find it again.
Sorry about it.
How to use Inkscape. Okay, so anyone who's saying how to use Inkscape or design, those two links that I dropped earlier, we'll put them in the video description for you too. If you're watching the replay, I will put them in the video description. I'm going to do it as soon as we announce the winner. So come back and refresh the screen if you didn't get the link when it went in the chat. Learn to make invitations. Yep. Explanation of Design Space. Okay, so anybody who's having a question of, oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, a lot of people don't know my story. If you guys would like to know my story, I can tell you like the Cliff Notes version of my story. But if you're asking questions about Design Space and needing kind of a walk around in there, wanting Inkscape, wanting to learn to design your own SVGs, there was ones that just went in the chat right after this ends. I'm going to put them in the video description. Come back and refresh. There, I have workshops you can go watch. They're free. You can go watch them. Using Canva, foiling. Yes, comments are scrolling fast. I emphasize favors for dinner parties. I love that idea. I love that. Okay. Not to quit. Yes, don't quit. Don't give up on your creativity. Yes, cake toppers. Love that. Foiling. Okay. Okay, great. Yes, and we'll put those things in the description in just a minute. Yeah, so let's announce our winner. Canva and Inkscape. Holiday table. Got it. AI prompts for SVGs. Okay, for all you all who are wanting like AI prompts for SVGs, I have a mini course coming out on that in January. I have a mini free course and then a paid upsell version if you would like to get like more, but I always do free like this first to give you guys a taste, see if it's for you and if my teaching style is for you. So that's coming out in January. It's in the works. I can't wait to share it. Okay. Can you pick somebody, please? My husband's going to randomly scroll. It's very sophisticated. He's going to randomly scroll through everything. He's going to randomly stop, and we will have our winner. Ideal size. Okay.
Alrighty, the winner is...
Oh, converting photos to SVGs. I have something on that too. I'll put all this stuff in the links as soon as we're done in the description. Give me like 5 minutes when this is over and you guys will be cooking. You've got more workshops to watch. Drum roll. Okay. Ready? Pick one. Oh, can we do the... Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Maybe this my place. Kathleen Moore, 4112.
Kathleen Moore?
Yep.
Kathleen Moore, 4412.
No, 4112.
4112? Kathleen Moore, 4112. You are our winner! Congratulations. This is all yours. Okay, send us an email. Make sure to put the...
Okay.
I'll do it. I got it. Let me put my email up here. Send us an email to hello@abbikirstencollections.com and we will ship out your prize to you. All of our A-Star crafters will also get a chance to get entered for this again in December. Yeah. So for those of you who don't, someone said it, they're very sweet. So for those of you who don't know my story, let's see, what year is it? 2025? Yeah. So 13 years ago, I became a mom and it was a wonderful thing. I was very, very young. And I unexpectedly became pregnant again with my daughter, back to back. We were the poster child for this birth control did not work. And so I ended up with a 5-month-old and pregnant again. And we had 2 babies that are now 11 and 12. They are 14 months apart. And during that season, between my first postpartum and my second postpartum, I had a lot of depression and anxiety. I reached a point where I just had the very intrusive thought that if, life is going to be like this, what's the point, right? So it reached a very dark low for a period of time, and I had to seek help, and I did get that help. And I also was still struggling very regularly. So I decided, I need to do something, anything to get outside of my head, right? I need to get outside of my head, and I need to focus on something else. And as much as I love my children, and as much as I enjoyed being a mom and do enjoy being a mom, I realized I wasn't here just to be their mom right now. There was something else for me. I needed to take care of me as much as I needed to take care of them. And so I kind of always was taught that was, or at least felt that was selfish, and it's not. Like, we have to fill our own cups first so we can fill the cups of others. And after that very dark season, I said, you know what? Before I had my kids, I had a small Etsy shop very, very long time ago, where I actually made paper flowers for brides. So I would create the flowers, I would make the bouquets, I would ship them out, I would do the giant flowers for the backdrops of the weddings and the occasions and all that. And I was like, I'm just going to start crafting again. I'll turn my shop back on, we'll see what happens. And so I did, and I did some more selling for a while, but then I got question after question from people. This was about 10 years ago now. I got question after question. People like, I love these, but I want to make them. Can you show me how to make them? And I was like, I would love to, but I don't know what a PDF is. I don't know what an SVG is. I don't know how to set up a website. Like, I don't know how to do anything. So that's where Google, grit, and God took over. And I literally just figured it out as I went. And I built a blog, and then I decided to do a YouTube channel. And then I eventually started creating ebooks for people who wanted like the bundles of templates. Then we grew into offering free workshops and courses for people who wanted to learn how to use their cutting machines, how to do designing SVGs, how to, all the things. We do these workshops, obviously. And then about 3 years ago, we launched our membership, A-Star Crafters, to be a community and kind of like a home base for everybody. And so it literally, it's been a decade, but that has been kind of my evolution and my backstory. And it came from a place of a lot of mental health struggles. And so I know and empathize so much with people in our community who craft because they just want to find that moment of reset, like that quiet reset. And crafting is not meant to be stressful, right? We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to get the craft wrong sometimes. That's just lifing. That's just us learning, right? But more than anything, it was about, well, how can we transcend these common issues like learning design space, learning designing SVG files, making these projects? How can we transcend that faster so that you can find more joy and fulfillment in your crafts and really use that time to not only nurture yourself, nurture your creativity, but then the nurturing that we get when we're able to give things to others that we are proud of, we're able to decorate for those special moments and occasions, all of that, like it's such a beautiful, like cyclical process, right? It's this beautiful cycle. And so that's, I always say that I didn't really start a business. My business started me. And it kind of was like, it started me up and it's evolved. And there's been a lot of evolutions and iterations of me in the process. There's been a lot of people who've come to me and want to know how to start their own business like this. And some of you who craft with me here, you have your own businesses too, which I think is amazing. And there's new iterations on the horizon now too. Next year I'm thinking of in-person things. I'm thinking of how can I serve others so that if they want to create like this and have their own communities and be able to serve other communities for themselves, create their own communities, to be able to build a business for themselves, I'm thinking, how can I do that? How can I teach that? How can I serve that? And so there's new iterations on the horizon too. And then there's all of this that we get to keep doing together. So that is my 2 minute, 3 minute, whatever that was, a little bit of backstory to me. And that was a little bonus I wasn't prepared to share today, but I hope it inspires somebody. And please know we're always here from you. Lou and my husband Michael are in our help desk often, and they're helping you guys out. And I do my own, I am on Instagram, and that account I monitor myself. So if you ever want to reach out to me directly, Instagram's a good place to do that. Yeah, handmade gifts over store-bought. I love that. The tree link got lost in the chat. Did you get the tree link in there?
I'll put it in there again.
Yeah. We will put the tree link and all those workshop links into the video description in just a minute. Okay, Linda says, my OB teacher is in nursing school told me we needed to fill our own buckets in order to ladle out care to all. Oh, I love that. We were to be sure our moms took care of themselves so they could ladle out to their kids. That's beautiful. I love it. And see, I love hearing all of those stories. Yes. Yes. God has taken very good care of me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. If you have other questions, please let me know. Oh, it's okay if you were late for the class, Debbie. It's going to be a replay. You can join again. It's okay. It's okay. There'll be a replay up. Yes. And I'm always happy to share about my journey. I'm pretty open about it. So, you know, if you ever need to reach out, Instagram, I do, you can send me a DM on there. I do monitor that myself. So, okay, my lovelies, before my voice completely gives out, I am going to get myself some more tea. I'm going to go to a bookstore this afternoon, which is fun. And I'm going to have some homemade vegetable soup for dinner and apple pie, courtesy of my husband. I was like, I cannot wait to do the live tomorrow because afterwards I get vegetable soup and apple pie. Yes. Those of us who are caregivers, yes, caregivers, you need to fill your cups. Parents, caregivers, teachers, anybody who is in servitude of other, and we're all in servitude, honestly. And no matter what you do, some of us wear it differently. But if we are truly embodying and transcending what our souls are meant to do here on this earth, we are all in some form of servitude. And so filling our cups is so important. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes. Bookstore. I'm off to the bookstore, you guys. Have fun crafting. Post in the Facebook community. Send us a message if you need help. And I'll see you guys inside of A-Star Crafters. Welcome to everybody who's joined inside of A-Star Crafters. And you can join us through December 3rd. Buy 1 month, get 1 month free. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Bye for now, my friends. Thanks.